Hello, everyone. How are we doing tonight on this wonderful Monday? Welcome back to Lessons in Deep Magic with a couple of lovely faces, always so nicely dressed up. One person in particular had a costume change within like 10 minutes, a whirlwind of characters that he's playing today. Our dear Noir Enigma has just found his father in another stream, and it was traumatizing for everyone involved.
I'm still the same.
Yeah, that was something. But away from Mr. Meaties and from all the horrendous thoughts that Penny for a Tale can project onto poor innocent people, we are back on Kobold Press. We are back with Lessons in Deep Magic, and we are back with friends, family, people fated to be. We'll find out because so far we've had about 5 episodes. We're just coming to the end of one arc, basically. There are many more to come, of course, one way or another. And I'm very interested to see where our brave, brave adventurers are going next. Before we start with a little bit of introduction, can you all see that little heart up in Phoebe's corner? Yeah, it's a crit. It's a lovely crit given by the Encounter Roleplay community, an auto crit, a poll that we do every single week for our members to reward them a little bit for all the psychological torture they endure at my hand. So let's start with Phoebe and then just go clockwise if you want to introduce yourself and your character a little bit.
Hello, I'm Savvy at Savvy Seaworth. Today I am playing Phöebe, the cleric of the moon and a self-proclaimed prophet of Sarastra, and today I've gone full hippie scarf.
Hey everybody, I'm Draku. I'm playing Pickled Fish. I am a ratfolk chaos wizard, and I'm going full pickle today. So yeah, it's exciting.
Hello, everybody. I'm Noir. I am playing Lorenzo the Dampier, the paladin of the Oath of Thunder. Yeah, I'm going full pickle today too. Just kidding.
Hello, good evening. I'm Colin at Colonomicon, and I am going to be playing Bastien, our sad bard boy shadow fae, and word singer bard specifically. And Savvy, the headscarf thing, this is working. This is a look. This is totally working.
Thank you.
And apparently my dog just woke up and demands attention. Hi, Tara. But I'm Lydia, I'm Half-Housed Hermit, and I am going to take these lovely folks through the Shadow Realm, hopefully back to Zobeck, where they are from. Because, well, they've had a little bit of a tumble. They've had a little bit of a rough time after a magical explosion kind of catapulted them into the city of Coromel, the city of lanterns, located in the Shadow Realm. And, well, they had some fun there. Not always just fun. We had a Bart battle with unfortunate outcomes. We had a little bit of murder and a lot of questionable choices on behalf of some people I'm not going to look at right now. And eventually they have finally found a way back to Zobeck, back to their university, with a little help from, if not a friend, then potentially a family member, a relative, relatively kid, or let's just say we're about to kit that relationship. Maybe we'll see. But you have a permit in your pocket with which to use the shadow roads. You have the official blessing of your very well-known sister Katrijn, Bastien, to use those shadow roads on the way home. You stayed in a little hotel in the honeymoon suite, and that is where you wake up after your dinner with Katrijn and after your goodbyes, the four of you, I don't know how your sleeping arrangements have been, but this is where we begin our episode.
I think Bastien might have actually returned to the same spot that he fell asleep on the floor before, covered in pastries, when it was just him and Pickle in this room, because he wants Pickle to have that big cozy bed covered in silk, and like just let her have that as her kind of playground. And he's so beat and kind of emotionally exhausted from seeing his sister again, like all of those feels really take it out of you, that he's content to just lay on the floor and shut his eyes. And when he gets up that morning, I think he's feeling kind of like energized, finally, feeling rested for the first time. It's been a rough few days, but he's feeling, after talking with his sister, talking with his sister and getting some good sleep and everything, he's feeling a bit energized and ready to go, and also ready to go home. It's the thought of just being able to finally go home that's really getting him. So I think he kind of he gets up before everybody else and just goes over and like shakes Lorenzo awake, like, Enzo.
He wakes up Fangs first, like,
okay.
Good morning, Bastien.
We should get ready to go.
Of course. Should we wake the others?
Let them sleep for now. I know that you carry a lot of clothing in your bag. I didn't realize quite how much clothing you carried in your bag. So we might want to just go pick things up and pack up and get ready.
Very well. He just gets up, starts to head towards the closet. Lorenzo has been sleeping on the patio, like just kind of outside. So he just kind of slides open, comes back in. When he comes back in, there's a moment where he has to collect himself because he's hearing everybody's heartbeat. It's unsettling. So it's just, I will get my belongings. Is there anything else that needs to be done before the others wake up?
Free breakfast.
We'll get them breakfast.
To the produce section.
The hotel doesn't have... blood isn't part of the continental breakfast package, is it? There's not like waffles, grits, eggs, and type O, is there?
You know what? They had it on the market, on the Shelter market. This is a fairly boutique high-end hotel. They might as well have it here.
Okay.
You can have your blood, Lorenzo.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, I'm more excited about breakfast now. He just goes back to packing and he's like folding meticulously. So your sister...
Oh, are we doing this again? Are we...
Oh yes, we're doing this again.
Right, what about her?
Did you say anything about me?
This is a very difficult question to answer, because I would love to tell you, but I really don't want it to go to your head. And also, she, sweet though she is capable of being, she is still, what's the term? Poison to some, including me on occasion. So I'm... Okay. She said she thought that you had a lot in common. Is that good enough for you?
That's fair. Also, it's very amusing to watch how this bothers you.
Yes, I thought you might like that. Here's the thing, though, Lorenzo. She's unavailable, man. Nothing could ever drag Katrijn away from the Shadow Realm.
It's not so bad here. There are worse places.
You really want to live here? I mean, not a lot of Dampier around here, by the way, and yeah, Shadowfae, my people, just. I can see how someone with your more stiff upper lip thing you've got going on might get along with him, but I don't know. It gets old after a while. You get so bored.
Maybe. I like the currency here.
You're talking. Yeah. Okay. Could I have that back, please?
Do you want it?
He looks across the room to where Pickle and Phöebe are still sleeping. You told me before that you didn't want to carry my secret anymore, and now you are literally carrying my secret. Doesn't seem fair.
It's a different secret.
Not
The
entirely.
secret that you asked me to hold is stopping you from being happy. The secret that your sister told me to hold ensures that you stay happy.
Look,
I
I don't
know
know
what's on
exactly
here.
what's.
I do.
don't. But I have a pretty good idea. I could guess.
You could. But even your best guess, you got rid of this for a reason. I have no right to hold on to it. And if you ask me, I have no choice but to give this back to you, but I want you to understand that you are asking me to give you back something that I failed you once already.
No, you didn't. I don't blame you at all.
That is because the impact of my failure has been diluted. And you are asking me to give that back to you.
I was a hypocrite. I know I was. I nearly got all of us lost on the low roads because I couldn't stomach the thought of any of us selling our memories. They make us who we are, good, bad, or ugly. And then I went and did it myself.
You couldn't have stopped us if you wanted to. In fact, I can assure you that you could not stop us from doing this.
My dear boy,
One
that
way.
sounds suspiciously like a threat.
No. You, Phöebe and Pickle will never be on the receiving end of a threat from me, I swear. What I hold is knowledge. I gave away something. I don't remember what it was. I only remember the moment that it was gone. And the weight. The weight that whatever it was that I traded, how heavy it was, and it's gone.
I know that feeling too. I don't remember what it was. I don't know for sure what's in that vial, but I remember how it felt. And I remember how it felt to have it leave. And that's actually... something's been bothering me. That thing we spoke to, or spoke to us, the thing that offered to take our memories.
And the low roads.
Yes. As I say, I don't remember what it is, but I remember the moment I sold it. It was to a gentleman at the smithy when I was with Pickle. It's a bit fuzzy. I felt a little sick afterward. But I remember the moment. I remember why I did it. Did Phöebe say anything to you about... It's just that thing. It said... Told Phöebe, tell them it didn't hurt the first time you did it.
Me and Phöebe had a discussion on the matter, yes. But I
You're
can
not
know...
seriously going to read that.
I can no more tell you what she told me than I could tell her how you feel.
You're right, I'm sorry, that's not right of me to pry like that. You're right.
It's natural to pry about someone that you are concerned about or curious about. I did ask about your sister. And he like openly starts laughing at you. You
How
can tell
loud?
he's
We have
trying.
sleeping people in the room.
Not very, but he's trying in a very uncomfortable way to change the subject. And he's like, it's almost like he's mimicking some of the people that he saw at the bar. Like, and like being very rambunctious about it.
You have a sense of humor all your own, my friend, and for some reason I enjoy it.
It's because I'm not good at expressing it.
You have no idea how funny you actually are, and that's why you're hilarious. Anyhow, it's just something I've been thinking about. Besides, that creature, it's not Shadow Fae, but it is of this world, and it might, much like us, they lie.
You've got to stop saying that.
Tell you what, I promise I won't say it anymore.
And you're going to say it to prove you're right because you're an asshole, aren't you?
It's exactly what I'm doing. One step ahead of me as always.
Do you understand why I'm not giving this back to you?
I understand why. But you told me that if I asked, you would give it.
Yes.
Okay. I trust you. And I know that more than anyone, your word is your bond. So, I'll tell you what. Hold on to it. But there may come a time when I need it.
Arm yourself with happier moments. So when the day comes where I give this to you, you are well protected.
It's a good way to look at it. I'll do my best. I could go for more fucking pastries right now.
I am going to clear a table worth of pastries because the mess that Pickle left of the pastries, I can tell that she has quite the appetite for them.
Oh, Lorenzo, I'm actually a bit glad that you weren't here for it. Pickle going at those pastries at times was horrific, to be honest with you. It's like she unhinged her jaw. It was extraordinary, really, honestly. I've never seen anything like it, but wow.
I mean,
the old girl sure does have an appetite for pastries.
I mean, you have seen something like it. Phöebe quite literally unhinged her jaw about a day or two ago.
Yes, a bit like that. A bit like that, yeah.
Can they both do that? Interesting.
I wouldn't read too far into that, and so I don't think there's like a physiological thing going on there.
I thought the two of you were supposed to be gentlemen.
Fuck. Would you like a pastry, Phöebe?
I want a pastry.
I know you do.
You all the pastries.
Yes, please. Promise I won't unhinge my jaw this early.
Me too.
I think they heard.
Bastien.
I think they heard what we were saying.
Yeah. Bastien runs over to the desk in the hotel room and grabs the standard like little stationary notepad and pen that they always leave on like on the desk in there, and runs over and kind of like takes a towel off the bathroom door and like puts it over his arm like a waiter, and runs over with his little notepad and is like, and what can I get for all of you for breakfast this morning? Beside pastries, of course.
That's all I want. Pastries.
I mean, some fruit would be nice.
You have not
Enzo
sampled
has
the
already
finest shadow phrase.
Enzo has already left the room and he's heading for wherever they have the breakfast in the morning.
And
So,
we'll catch up.
as you catch up with Enzo down at reception area, you are being told that your wishes will be recorded and then brought to you. In fact, the honeymoon suite in particular has a little bit of privacy service, so the table will essentially fill itself with precisely the food you want. And as soon as the note is there, in about 10 to 15 minutes time.
How much would it cost to just have one of these tables in the room?
What?
I want to take the table that
I don't understand. Is the table in the room or not in the room?
It is in the room. You can't take our table. Please don't take our table.
Okay, never mind. I apologize.
Thank you.
That would be cool.
You can't. It doesn't fit through the door either. People have tried. It's been a little bit messy. We will put it on the bill with extra repairs for damages.
You can't take it with you, Enzo. Sorry.
I mean, if I
Just
wanted
wish
to,
we
I
could.
could. I could just say.
Don't. Dampier humor. My good fellow, we do have. Here's the list of our breakfast orders. Yeah, and he
Yes.
hands them like a slip of paper that's on the way down with Enzo. He literally wrote down every single like native Shadow Fae fruit that he could think of off the top of his head. Just like so this is this huge long like scrolled list of just a bunch of Shadow Fae fruits, and also pastries, coffee, juices, lots of wake me up stuff. And but the last thing he adds to the list is he looks to Lorenzo and says, "Did you want me to put on
Yeah,
here?"
just yes, please.
No.
AB, yes.
All right. And Bastien. Lorenzo might notice he was really perceptive that Bastien looks a little bit uncomfortable as he writes that down, but hands the big list of stuff to the dude and awaits our smorgasbord.
Yes, wonderful. Would you like parts of gnome as well, or just the blood?
How big are the parts? Just the blood for now.
All right, not a problem. 5 to 10 minutes. I'll take care of it. Checkout is in 3 hours.
Can I get maybe a part or two in a bag to go?
Of course.
Thank you.
Gnome tapas, wonderful. Anything else?
That'll be it for me.
And you head back up.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm literally... Colin is having the feeling he's forgetting something right now, but no, I got nothing, so let's head back up.
I don't think so.
Okay.
You head back up in slightly awkward silence, I presume, at this little... gnome to go situation. So...
What did they gave it to him right then and there, or were...
No. It'll be on the table as well. I just don't know if you want to respond to that before I get to that scene.
I honestly... I think that's too awkward for Bastien to broach. I think it is just a walk in awkward silence thing. Which is notable because we usually talk a lot, but it's going to be, yeah.
Like, just along the walk, he just says one thing and it goes immediately right back to awkward walking. And it's just not really to eat, just to bite. You understand.
Yep.
And when you come back to the room, you find the table is already filling itself with all the requested food and more. It might come as a surprise to Phöebe and Pickle. It happens before they even return. But there's mountains of pastries with vanilla custard, with strawberries, with pineapple, with all the fruits you can think of, and more you have never thought about before. There's meats, there's vegetables, there's warm, there's cold cuts. There's a lot of things. I'm going to stop now because I'm getting hungry. But most importantly, there is, of course, blood in beautiful crystal goblets. And one of those little, shaped like a swan to-go bags you get at restaurants sometimes. Little aluminum.
That's a thing. I never heard of that. Shaped like a swan?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Oh god.
Uncultured swine that I am, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, Savi knows. Thanks. Don't leave me alone with my culturedness.
It's super a thing. I'll just send you guys some pictures.
Okay.
They
Yeah, I'm in
just
the
they
dark.
wrap it in foil and then they shape it like a swan.
Yeah. It's dope. So I guess the question is, because that all appeared before we got back, were y'all looking in the swan?
I mean, Pickle will probably see pastries begin to appear and is just pastries. So no, I don't think she'd look in the swan.
I do have one question though. I don't know if I have to roll back the tape here, but I heard like meats and vegetables and stuff, and I didn't hear fruits. Did I miss fruits in there?
I mentioned
Hey
that
there.
specifically, yes.
Okay.
All the fruits.
So many fruits. Okay.
I said pineapple. And other things.
Which in this world
And
is
in that
native to the
moment-
Shadow Realm.
And in that moment, I decided
Now it
Phoebe
is.
loves pineapple. Character development.
It's like the best part of world building, isn't
anyone-
it? You can just be like, there are pastries, and there are.
Yeah. Is there anyone? Is Phoebe looking at what's inside the swan?
I don't think so. I think if the other stuff is like sort of out and open, then she'd leave it alone.
All right, you come back up.
I immediately sniff out my stuff. Just take it with me. Go to the patio.
Do you open it up?
Oh yeah, I'll open it up. For sure.
It's well, not that you can really tell, but it's pieces of meat with the skin parts definitely there, just for that true mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So,
very
yeah,
raw.
Yeah, he is drinking and sinking his face into the skin, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's the money. But he's doing it on the balcony, away from everybody. Like, so everybody's eating together. He's just huddled over, like, oh yeah.
Does he
Roll me
not
a
want to eat
wisdom
with
save.
us? Oh no.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
That-
Roll me a wisdom save, Nara.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, this is happening. Oh, that's not gonna be good, is it? 8.
Define good.
Cool. Noted.
Well, so Phoebe said, does he not want to eat with us?
Is she saying that to Lorenzo?
To
Oh, no,
me,
sorry.
I believe.
Yeah.
You're outside.
Yep.
And I'm in my head really quickly trying to decide if I want to lie to cover for Lorenzo. And I think Bastien does. So yeah, he's not feeling well this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he just wants some fresh air while he eats fruit.
Right.
Speaking of, have you tried the pineapple?
Yeah, it's pretty much the best thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Wow, that's a glowing review. Well,
I mean, I love fruit, but like I really love this fruit.
just now I have to think of all the fruits that are native to the Shadowfang. So of course we know pineapples are now. So if you like the pineapple, you should try the dragon fruit as well. It doesn't taste anything like it, but I just thought you might like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try anything once.
And Bastien pours himself a big steaming cup of like black coffee and just lays up and puts his feet on the bed. Sips coffee while looking out the window toward Lorenzo going ham on some gnome bits.
Ham.
What part of the gnome is ham?
This is where I'm asking if there's any specific conversations you would like to have before you check out and move towards the Shadow Road, or if we should just speed things up and move away from the gnome ham.
I actually have a conversation I'd like to have with Pickle and Phöebe, but if anyone else has one, you're welcome to go first.
Yeah.
So, ladies, question while Lorenzo's having breakfast. This is so weird. Do you think my sister likes him? Did you get that impression?
Sorry.
It's quite all right. What's so funny?
Pickle was like mid-swallow, and she just bursts out laughing as you said that, and is just cracking up with like bits of pastry kind of falling out a little bit, because she was caught off guard by that question completely.
Like, what? What?
I can't tell. It's my sister. I can't really... A very difficult time telling when she's being real and when she's not, and when she's just trying to mess with me and when she's not. And I mean, I'm bad enough at reading women as it is. It's particularly difficult when it's my own sister. I just don't... Enzo seems to like her, I think. Unless he's just also messing with me. I can't tell if anyone's just messing with me here, if this is a real thing. Can someone just give me some guidance here? Is there something between those two, you think? Maybe a little
I mean, she's very attractive. That's
I'll
a
take
sort
your
of
word for it.
fact. I mean, she seemed to hate him a lot less than she hated the rest of us.
Oh, for her, that's practically true love. Fuck.
Does Lorenzo have a crush on your sister?
I don't know if he's just... Lorenzo is... He's a tough one to read. I don't know if he's just messing with me or not. Is it weird that I don't totally hate Thea, though? Which, again, for me, anything involving Katrijn, that's also pretty close to being in love with the idea. I don't know. Hey, call me crazy. They seem to...
You
have a
you
bit in
did
common.
call your sister a bitch.
Yes, and thank you for not bringing that up.
Yeah, that didn't seem appropriate at the time, but she's I don't think she's that bad, and I think Lorenzo is definitely not a bitch, so they might balance out really well together.
I mean, they're both very good at dropping one-liners.
Their humor is great.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
Can't... Oh, I'm still not processing this idea that you two like my sister. This is difficult
Oh.
to wrap my brain around.
I
She
think
was
like
a little
is a
scary.
Yeah, I think like is a strong word for a complicated concept.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry for... When she is trying to mess with me and trying to be as... She can be very cruel, and I'm just sorry for anything rude that she might have said to either of you.
I'm more concerned about the disrespect that she shows you, just kind of as a default state of being. I mean, I can take it. But she said some not nice things.
Yeah. No, she does. She's not all bad, of course, you know, but she sometimes has a cruel way of showing it. I don't know. Last night was good, and I think maybe I'll try to stay in touch with her a bit more, and maybe we'll patch things up to some extent. I don't know. But if Lorenzo starts dating my sister, well then, that could have an unknown effect on our relationship, to be honest with you.
Well, then we'll know she has good taste in one thing.
Well, look, I'll give the woman this. She has excellent taste in clothing. You saw, I mean, spot on. Always very fashionable.
Oh, yes.
So that's two things.
Yeah.
Clothing.
And the restaurant that we
dancer.
went to was really nice. So she's got good taste in food.
Yeah.
She can't take credit for that one, though. That's our parents used to go there all the time.
Oh.
They would take her, but they wouldn't take me. They thought I'd make a scene.
Well, it's kind of your
They were
whole
right.
gig.
Oh, of course, yeah. No. I'm not saying they were wrong at all. First time I've ever been there. Anyway, I don't know. Honestly, I love Lorenzo dearly, but I hadn't really thought about him dating before. I don't know. I'd never really connected that part of his life. But now, especially not with my sister, so it's all a bit odd to think about.
Hey, you find love in unexpected places.
Yeah. And some very expected places as well, which is just as unexpected in itself because you don't expect to find... That sentence got away from me. I'm going to have more coffee.
Pickle
Yeah,
goes
I'm gonna
back
have to think
town.
about that one.
Pickled, can you toss me a
On that
pastry?
note, any other particular
Good shot.
conversation you would like to strike up? Nope. Then
having my
Lorenzo
coffee.
can come back in as we're finishing the breakfast in various manifold ways. You're packing up. You're in good spirits, I think. That's safe to say, right? A little bit of a relaxing situation for once. Some jokes, the kind of stupid jokes that don't really make sense to anyone outside your group of friends, but at the same time you find them all hilarious. You have your sister's blessing in a way with that permit in your pocket, Bastien. Lorenzo has another gift from your sister in his pocket still. Phoebe's bloodied clothes are well packed at the bottom of her bag. And Pickle got some extra pastries on the way, because of course she did. And you're heading through the city to an area near the Lantern Lighters Guild, who are also responsible for Shadow Road travel in this part of the realm. There are, and you've read about this, Bastien, there are various portals that only can be opened up by specific people, by specific guards. They call them the Knights of the Road. They're Shadow Fae usually. Very rarely are they other races. They are appointed directly by the Prince Hendrik, and there's always at least 2 of them with one of the shadow roads. You see a couple of people, merchants, approaching the one leading to Zobeck. And you see how the knights stand in front of the merchants, how they mumble a few words, and how they place 2 fingers onto their forehead, close their eyes, and then let them through.
Place 2 fingers on their own forehead.
No, the other person.
Gotcha. So yeah, as we're walking along, I think it seems like everyone's in pretty much better spirits, certainly, than when we came in here. We've had a nice breakfast and had some fun times with each other. And I think Bastien is probably, for the first time since the Bard battle, has actually picked up the dulcimer again and is just jaunting along, kind of bopping a bit. Just trying to keep spirits up, and then as he sees the portal approaching as we're getting closer, he fidgets in his pocket for the pass from Katrijn, just to look at it, verify that we're in the right place, and this is where we're supposed to be going. Was there anything written on the pass, by the way? Does it like specify location and all that?
The 4 names, your 4 names. And that being said, she needed your 4 names exactly. Every middle name, every spelling. Is there any particular reason one of you would have given her a wrong name for this?
Hey.
Yes, you in the back.
Yes, he would have tried to get away with just signing it Lorenzo BS.
She would have told you need the full one, and that she doesn't care if it's silly. But you will need it to travel.
He probably would have given a fake one. I'm sorry.
And you give them the permit in golden filigree letters. You see them nod, and with a gesture, they almost lift the name from the paper. It turns into golden swirls around their fingers. They mutter an incantation, and Pickled Fish, Relu. 2 fingers against your forehead. And through your head, in a millisecond, but there is a tidal wave of memories. Memories of things you did while in Caramel. Then they nod. You can come through. Bastien Kamara.
Full name, Bastien Edgwin Kamara. He hates his middle name. And Katrijn definitely would have fucking forced him to say it, or forced him to write it down.
The swirling letters against your forehead. Memories coming back, not always pleasant. The Bard battle, the long walks around, the conversations, but then the pleasant memories. The food, the hotel room, the conversation. Alright. Thank you. They take
Cheers.
Lorenzo VS. Fingers against your forehead.
Yep.
And you return to the bard battle. You return to a conversation next to the fountain. You return to a dark house. You return to a slaughtered guard. And this is where all hell breaks loose. You feel pain, Lorenzo. You feel something holding on to you. You feel stiff. Roll me a wisdom save against hold person.
Oh, fuck. Am I about to go to Fey jail? Hey, that's
Nice.
actually not bad. 16 plus 18.
Oof. You feel the pain and you feel the stiffening of your body, and because you were alert, because you were on edge, you didn't like the name, you realized this is bad, this is going to be bad. You managed to break the memory contact with the guard, but you see two more of those, two knights closing in left and right. They're drawing their weapons.
I will haul ass.
Okay. All right. Lorenzo breaks away as the second guard is trying to grab him, but is a little bit too late. He's running. Phöebe, you're still at the back because you were the last one to get tested, if you will. Lorenzo rushes past you. You get to act first.
Oh no. I don't just want to attack people. I'm gonna run after him.
And Phöebe, just as she had his back during that battle, almost reading his mind, turning around and running off. Pickle, you see what's happening. Phöebe and Lorenzo are legging it.
Yeah, I think she also wouldn't just outright attack. So she too is going to go ahead and start hoofing it right behind them as fast as she can go.
And Bastien?
I think Bastien just does one of these, like a, what the fuck? Like, what is happening? And, I mean, all of his friends are running. He doesn't know why, but I take it... What I do want to do, though, is... Did the guards immediately, like, make chase as Lorenzo took off?
One of them, yes, and because you hesitate a little bit, the other one will try and grab you as you are with the group. We're gonna do a little grapple check here. So your acrobatics or your athletics versus the knights. Natural fucking one. Good start, everyone.
For me,
Unless you roll
sounds great.
Another one, you manage to slide out of his grasp. What did you roll?
I rolled a 16.
Oh, okay, cool. That look, I wasn't sure. You managed to slide out of his grasp, jump back, and also start running. We have a chase scene here, friends. You can fight, of course. You can throw things at them, but this will mostly be seeing if you can get away at this point. You can do whatever you want. There's no initiative as such. If you want to interrupt with a good idea, please do. But one of the guards will try and get after you, and he is still closest to the three that ran first. Bastien is about to overtake him. And he is going to... He's going to try and... He looks ahead and he sees a shadowy lane somewhere up ahead on the left-hand side as you run through a very open square, and suddenly he disappears. You see him next to you, Bastien. A second ago, just there he was, and then he reappears in that shadowy lane from one shade to the other. He now comes cutting in to try and cut off the way to Lorenzo and Phöebe. Lorenzo and Phöebe, what are you doing? You see the guard suddenly appear in front of you.
I am going to... First, I'm going to look over at Phöebe and go, "What are you doing? You..." Then he is going to cast Bless, and this will just be him clutching electricity in his hand and flicking his wrist, and lightning shoots out and hits Phöebe, and if I can see Picklefish as well.
Yeah, you can see all three of them behind you.
And then he is going to complain that he doesn't have Rumble.
I'm sorry.
I miss Rumble.
This would be so much easier on my horse. It's
Anything
just
else you
one
can do?
guard in the. It's just one guard in the way.
One guard in front of you, one guard behind you.
Damn it! He is going to yell at the guard in front of him. "Help! He's chasing me!" And I need a wisdom save made.
That's a 14 plus 1, 15. No, he has a wisdom plus 4, so that's an 18.
It doesn't take.
The guard looks confused for a second, because, yeah, that's the point.
Hold on a second. I'd like to use a reaction.
Okay.
No, actually, I take that back. I don't want to help Lorenzo use that. What he's about to do, I don't want to help him. I take that back. You're on your own, kid.
Come on, you know you want to use your cutting words.
No, that's not actually it.
That's not it.
Oh shit!
I have my
that's
own
even
thing.
doper.
Anything else
I
you
have a
want
way
to do?
cooler thing.
Can he just try to juke the guard? Like, I don't know what a juke roll would be.
What's juking? Please help the non-English native speaker.
Okay, he's going to try and shimmy away from
Fake
him.
one way and
It's
go
like-
another. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, right.
it's one of those.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
that
like
would be-
fake left, go right. Yeah.
Acrobatics versus his perception.
Am I
Ooh,
actually
he
good
has-
at acrobatics?
He has advantage on that shit.
If I could
That's
maybe
good.
jump in
Yes.
with something. Pickle, I want to try to cast Roaming Pain on that guard in front and just hope that I hit something that he falls down, and that might make that easier for him to dodge.
Oh, I don't think
After
you need to
this-
worry about it, Pickle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Nat 20 on the acrobatic, so that's a 22 total.
I've rolled so well.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. You juke him quite
Get him with the spin
effectively.
move.
I land in you, word, everyone. Yeah, you spin around. He manages to grab onto your cloak, but rips a little bit out of that cloak as you run off, and doesn't get a hold of you. Pickled Fish, that's when your spell. Are you still wanting to cast that?
Yes, I'll still do that, because that's the guard in front of us, right? So that'll make it
Yeah.
easier for us to get
Yeah.
past him, I'm assuming.
That's exactly
so
when
I
he
need...
rolls out of the way and the guard like looks down on you and you almost run into him. What do
I
you
need
to
a
roll?
con save.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's never good.
Of a
That's a
14.
21. Actually,
Well-
no, that's more. Yes, saving throw bonus.
Now I want to help.
Yeah.
I want to help out. I want to help out my
Yes.
little Relu. Yeah.
Okay.
He hears Let me just double check to make sure that's not a save for this, because I don't think that... Yeah, no, I could just do this. That's great. As he braces himself against whatever Pickle's about to do, he hears whispered in his ear Bastion's voice saying, "Don't fuck it up." And I cast... yeah, he has disadvantage now. It's unluck on that. He has disadvantage on that roll.
Roll a 2.
Yay! So,
And
let
he
me pull
looks
out the
around and
chart.
stumbles. What happens now, Pickle?
So with roaming pain, I just rolled a 4. So the abdomen, he is suddenly searing pain in his abdomen, and he has disadvantage on all con saving throws for the rest of this encounter. Well, until this wears off. 1 minute.
You gave him indigestion?
I gave him horrible indigestion. He is just crouched over in so much agony right now.
Savage.
He stumbles a little bit and starts clutching his stomach, and then stops and forces himself to keep going. Must have been something he had last night. Some of the milk gone bad, or I don't know. But he has a job to do. So he keeps running after you, but he's slowing down a little bit. You've had your reaction, Bastien, but what is your action going to be? Phöebe, I'll get to you in a second.
I'm gonna finish that guy off. The guy that's hobbling with, like, clutching his gut.
Mm-hmm.
With a very simple move. Telekinetic trip. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
19.
Fuck me. And I already used my reaction to
Can I
get
react?
disadvantage.
Oh wait, it doesn't.
Is it a reaction?
It is a reaction, but
Then you can.
it only
You haven't-
subtracts. It only subtracts a D4. I don't know if that'll
Probably wouldn't.
actually help you out.
My spell safety. No, it wouldn't help because my spell safety DC is a 14.
Okay.
So even if you got a 4,
No.
yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Save that one.
So.
Now, before we get to Phöebe, we do have another guard at the back who is trying to catch up and is, in fact, pulling out a short bow. Stops real quick and starts shooting at Lorenzo because Lorenzo is the one that he saw committing a crime. And that is...
Allegedly.
No, likely. He literally saw it. That's how that shit works. Because
Allegedly. My client is innocent.
You are no longer a lawyer. Stop it. 17 to hit. Lorenzo?
Beat it.
Yeah. So that's 8 piercing damage as an arrow sinks between your shoulder blades. And make me a constitution save of DC 15, please.
Okay. And keep in mind, I have my bless.
That's true.
And thank God I got a 16 total. I rolled a 10 and a 6 on the D6.
Sweet. And luckily for you, you don't feel any poisoning effects. Yet.
I do need to roll concentration on my bless though. 1 second.
Please do.
And that is a 16 total. Wait, oh no, I get that. No, you can't use bless for concentration on bless, but I still think that I make it.
You still passed it, yeah, because it's
Okay.
half damage. Or 10.
Cool.
But the second attack with a short bow plings against your pauldron and does not hit you. Phöebe, you hear an arrow whiz past your ear into Lorenzo. Another guard is stumbling next to you. And people are starting to scream and notice there's a little bit of a commotion going on.
Okay. I'm going to, seeing Lorenzo start to go, I'm going to turn around and look at these guards that are sort of right next to us, and speak out and say, Sarastra speaks through me, and if you believe in her, you will do what I say. And I'm going to cast Proselytize.
What is that? That good deep magic spell.
So it is.
good.
The guards within 10 feet of me make a Wisdom saving throw.
One is
We go
behind, the
deep.
other one you can get. And why do I roll like shit now? 13.
That's a fail. They are knocked prone and can't take reactions until their next turn, till the end of their next turn.
So that
That's
poor
what
guy.
As I proselytize to them. I imbue my words with
Stumbled.
darkness and fear.
had Bastien whisper into his ear, has incredible stomach cramps, and is now flat on the ground. He is not having a good day. We are running on. You did the first round quite admirably. We're doing this in rounds, but you can use attack spells. You can use whatever you really want to get away. One guard is out of the race. 2 regular town guards, not the Knights of the Shadow Road. Regular town guards, however, are closing in as well from the sides, realizing something's going on and helping the law. Who wants to react to that first and do their turn?
I'll go.
Do it. Just call it.
So they're 2 guards behind us, and they're
One on the ground is
catching up.
out.
Okay.
One on the ground is out. One knight guard is still catching up using his bow, however, in between to shoot at you. And 2 regular guards, the lantern lighter guards that asked you out after our Pickle Karen situation, are closing in from the sides.
Yeah,
What
he's
do you
going to
want?
take out. He's going to take out one of his hand axes, and it's going to crackle with electric energy. And he is going to use his Channel Divinity ability, Storm Strike. So he's going to make a ranged weapon attack as normal. In addition to the weapon attack, I create a line of lightning 5 feet wide and 60 feet long that extends from a straight line. And each creature in the line takes 2d10 lightning damage, or half if they make a successful dexterity saving throw. So they have to make a dex saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think that will be good. A dex saving throw, you said?
Mm-hmm.
17.
Yeah, that'll do it. And the other one? Because I'm aiming for
the other
both
one?
of the guards. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a 4. No, does not make it.
Okay, so whoever failed is going to take 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Whoever failed takes 19. Whoever saved takes 8.
All right.
That's just like a
So you
bolt
see
of
that
lightning come
flash, that bolt of lightning jump erratically in between everyone, jumps into you as well, but for you it doesn't hurt. Lorenzo is creating a little bit of a scene here, and people start to scramble away, merchants start to run, people start to scream. It is not exactly subtle.
Yeah,
Bastien.
I don't do subtle.
Yeah, Bastion's actually a little bit pissed that Lorenzo's doing this right now, because we've made enough trouble and we're causing a fucking scene and no one else has to get hurt. So I think Bastien kind of like waves a hand at Lorenzo, like, cut it the fuck out. Trust me, I got this. And then we still have the two town guards that were approaching, and then there was one other guard, is that right?
2 guards and a knight.
2 guards and a knight. I'm going to look at the knight, and I'm going to cast Obtuse. So Bastien puts his hands over his mouth and kind of talks into his hands really quick. And the knight hears Bastien's voice in his head, just sort of like singing along this jaunty, really erratic tune. He just hears like a And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this a charm effect?
It is not.
Alright. Rolled a 19, so 23. Sorry. My dice don't
Take
like your bardy
disadvantage.
bard.
Take disadvantage.
Fine.
I'll
That's
use my
14
reaction
plus
for unluck on that.
4. 18.
Motherfucker. Alright, fine. I'll just cut to the chase then. No, I can't. I shouldn't have used that reaction. I can't use another spell. So that's the end of my turn. Well, that was fun.
End of your turn, but you keep running. One of the guards on the side is catching up with you and is now trying to get to Bastien. He's trying to get hold of you. We're doing another grapple check. So roll me acrobatics or athletics, please.
Rolled a 19 on the die, so what do you got?
Well, I've got a 17, so you win that one. He's trying to get your coat, trying to hold on to your hand. You slip out, push him away even. He stumbles back and run on. Pickle. How are we doing? What are you wanting to do? You've managed to take out one guard collectively, one knight collectively. One guard is near Bastien.
Okay. Are they all the guards within a 20-foot radius of each other?
Of each other. The two guards, yes, they're coming closer and closer now. The knight is still a little bit behind due to his short bow use.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I just said in chat I'm trying to use all deep magic spells, but you know I'm gonna use the classic sleep, and I'm gonna try to hit those two guards that are next to each other. So we have 5d8 worth. Those are horrible. I rolled like 3 1s in there. 12 HP's worth of guard goes to sleep. Out of 5d8,
you were wanting to use it again, but Fae cannot be put to sleep with magic.
Oh!
It's not a thing.
Forgot about that.
Spell.
She'll try it anyway.
A
that
random
roll...
kitty cat in a lane is falling asleep. Not that
Perfect.
you can see it.
You monster.
Sorry. The other guard is now throwing something, a javelin, at, let's say Lorenzo again, because you hit him. That's an 18.
That'll hit.
That's 10 piercing damage.
Oof.
A huge javelin in your side. You manage to pull it out and throw it back onto the ground so it doesn't hinder your running or your fighting. And Phöebe, I think you still have a turn here before the other knight starts shooting again.
Yeah, I'm going to turn. Can I see the guard that tried to grab Bastien?
Yes.
I would like to. He so aggressively doesn't want us to kill them. I'm gonna try to cast Crown of Madness on that guard.
Ooh, good one.
Oof.
That's
Is that
a
a charm
wisdom
effect?
saving throw. It is.
Yeah, he'll have advantage on that.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, and it's a 6 and a natural 20.
Okay, then nothing happens.
Nothing happens. The crown tries to form, taking the shape of jagged stars, but he shakes it off and keeps running towards you guys. The other knight now shooting 2 arrows, again towards Lorenzo in particular. You can also use your action to just run instead of fighting back, just letting you know. First one hits, the second one does not. I'm rolling shit on my damage though. That's a 7 piercing damage, and make me another Constitution save, please. DC 15.
Okay, Constitution. Thank God for plus. 16, 15, and 1.
Nice. The poison doesn't seem to affect you much. You've won the first round. The second one was not so much in your favor, a bit wobbly. What would you like to do now? The guards are catching up left and right. You're being kettled.
So Lorenzo's plan, or at least his thinking, is he's trying to make himself the target so that his friends can leave because they're after him.
Yeah, okay. We'll just abandon you, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Well, he's got a way back. And he's actually kind of hurting right now, so he's gonna dump all of his lay on hands into himself. So that's 15 points of healing. And then he's going to take out the axes. And keep running. He's going to keep running. But he's I was thinking about it, I'm like, no, he wouldn't do that, because, yeah. He is going to start heading towards his mere friend. Full speed. But now he has his weapons out.
Interesting.
Yes.
You're heading towards the sheltered market. Mareshka, which means you're running into the center of town again. So it's... I mean,
Yep.
You're not running back, obviously, but you are going into a very centered, populated area.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I have a question. This might be a dumb question. Seeing that I'm running into the center of town, can I attempt a stealth check to blend into the crowd?
Oh, you want to Assassin's Creed it?
Yes. I was just thinking about it, like, wait, that would make much more sense. So he puts away his axes, and he's gonna try and blend in. 18, 19, 20, 30, 20.
All right.
How
Nope.
Assassin's
The
Creed
knights
are you? Are you like wading through a crowd, just like touching people as you go, while Assassin's Creed?
I'm afraid the
he's-
Knights of the Road... Yeah?
Oh, go ahead.
Knights of the Road have keen sight. They have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. And I rolled a 19
I'm fucked.
with that advantage.
Yep.
You're fucked.
Yeah,
You
so
see
he's
Lorenzo
just in the crowd.
sort of divvying to the right-hand side, where one of the guards where the one knight has crumbled and is still on the ground. Well, you're running towards the main road, out towards the main gate. He's sort of doing a little detour. Are you following him? Are you trying? How are you dealing with that? As you see Lorenzo slow down.
Yeah, I think Bastien wants to immediately take off, and that when he sees Lorenzo, like, was this Lorenzo? Was this a change of direction? You actually like changed direction and headed more into the town,
Yes.
is that right? Or- Yeah.
Yes.
So I think Bastien's just like, oh, fuck's sake, and turns and heads toward him and wants to run as fast as his little legs can carry him to get as close as he possibly can to the knight and the guards that are pursuing Lorenzo. And this is probably going to have some collateral damage as well, but I'm going to try the 1-2 punch I attempted before, but it's not going to be... So the knight needs to do a wisdom saving throw. So the knight, once again, hears Bastien's voice in his head and is like,
Perhaps you didn't hear me the first time. Stop it.
And he starts looking around, swatting at imaginary voices as I rolled a 7 in total.
Cool. So the next time he makes a wisdom saving throw, for any reason, he gets a d6 subtracted to it, which is convenient because I'm about to make him make another wisdom saving throw. As Bastien, realizing he has that knight kind of cornered there, drops his glasses and holds out his hands and belts out just a big, long note. And I'm casting Power Word Kneel. Everyone, let's see. All creatures within 20 feet of point I specify, so I'm going to center it on the knight. Oh no, a little further back. I don't want to hit Lorenzo by accident. So, oh shit, I didn't mean to turn that on. Sorry. A little bit further back. I don't want to accidentally get Lorenzo in this, but so say, 20 feet behind the knight, so it catches him, but not Lorenzo. They all have to make wisdom saves. The knight's going to get a d6 subtracted from his, and if they fail, they all take a knee.
You get one of the guards and one of the knights with that, and several people who were huddling and hiding near lantern posts and behind big flower pots. And you see from that center point, which is right in front of you, an audience suddenly falling to one knee in a very beautiful, almost choreographed way, because it looks dramatic. You're a bard, that's the point, right? So with the hand up to their chest, they all take a knee. 2 guards and several other random passerbys. There is one guard now. One guard closing in on Phöebe and Pickled Fish on the other side. You can still speak to Lorenzo if you want to. You can still tell him something.
Well, first, Bastien takes opportunity, when seeing everyone take a knee in this beautiful scene, takes opportunity to do...
thank you, I'll be here all week!
But after that, he is... I think... I don't really have anything to say to Lorenzo right now. I'm just trying to get as close to him as I possibly can. Bastien's mostly just trying to get literally a hand on Lorenzo's back. Actually, okay, Bastien's just gonna shout, where are you going?
Lorenzo is going to say, drawing them away, go.
You're an idiot!
Likewise. See you back in Midgard.
Oh, fuck you so hard right now, Lorenzo. I have had it with your shit right now, man. You're gonna have a long talk about this.
Are you responding something to that?
See you back in Midgard was the last thing you said?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with you, idiot.
They are after me. Run.
No shit! I'm not gonna stop following him. It's not gonna fucking happen.
Phoebe.
I'm going with him.
You see them stopping to argue, and then starting to run again, still arguing. Lots of people kneeling as you turn around, and one guard coming straight towards you, who has now pulled a longsword and is trying to attack you.
Photo.
Oof. Oh yes. It might even get through your armor class.
Lydia,
I will say you don't have your shield up because you're literally running, and a shield makes you a lot more. You
I assume so.
There.
What do you roll?
It might even 20 and a 21. So I think either way would have been
Yes.
good.
Unluck on that.
That
Give him disadvantage.
Is that on both attacks or just one?
I can only help one. I can't do both.
All right.
So
Disadvantage.
I can do
Second one.
the other one because I have a reaction.
Do you want to?
Oh, guys.
Sure, I want to use this thing. I've been trying to for like 3 turns now. Yeah,
So
I'm gonna react
then-
with ill-fated word.
Then the other one. Then one is 17. Does that
That
hit
still
your armor
hits.
class?
Yeah.
And the other one is.
Mine is not disadvantaged though. Mine is to subtract a d4 from the roll that they just made.
So that would be a 16 then for the lower one. If I'm being
Yeah,
generous.
that still hits me.
Still hits. Both still
That's
hit
my
for
armor
shield.
class without the shield.
I've rolled a 1 on damage and an 8 on damage, so that evens out. So that's plus 4, 13 slashing damage
Okay.
as they manage to cut into your side, into your arm, while you're waiting there, watching. What are they doing? Are they coming along now? Are we moving different direction? What's happening? How do you want to react to that, Phoebe? With your turn.
Oh goodness. I'm going to shake my head at the arguing boys, and I'm going to turn around and try to follow them and drop a moonbeam behind me. So that's a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. That does not make it.
All right. So it's gonna take. Ooh. 14 radiant damage.
Rude. Okay.
Double checking to make sure that's it. Yep. Unless he's a shape changer, that's it.
No,
And I'm
he's
gonna
not.
can take off.
You see him run into the moonbeam, then scream, grunt as he rolls out of it, trying to focus as the light blinds him. You run towards the boys, you said?
Yes.
Yeah. Pickle. Phoebe is taking off to run after Bastien and Lorenzo.
Yes, and Pickle. I already rolled my own little decision die a while ago. She's going after them as well. But before she kind of changes direction, she's gonna throw a Starburst cantrip on this guard that Phöebe just attacked. And I need a Charisma
Pink
saving
Starburst?
throw.
is it the pink starburst, the only good ones?
It's the yellow one. That's how good this is that it's so...
Ew, gross.
Excuse me, everyone knows the red Starburst is the best Starburst.
Am I gonna get
Right,
hated
I'm-
on for
this-
liking the yellow Starburst? Anyway, 14
This
Charisma.
is where I'm going to... Okay. 14, is it a charm effect?
It is not that I know of, no. It's
Charisma
literally, I'm
save
causing... Yeah, I'm causing a mote of starlight to appear and explode in a 5-foot cube
Well,
that I
fuck.
see.
The knight would have made it, the guard does not at the wrong stats up. So the guard
Ooh.
is not able to withstand. How does this spell
Alright, so
happen?
that is 1d8 of radiant damage. And I rolled max damage, so 8 radiant damage.
Alright, how does it affect him? Give me a
That's
narrative.
it. It's just... Oh, okay. Yeah, so he gets zapped by this moonbeam, and I'd like to imagine he's, like, stumbling back a little bit, and Pickle's, like, seeing everybody run, a different direction. She's like, oh, okay. And she, like, shouts something in Dwarven, which she's shouting Starlight in Dwarven, and, just this star just kind of appears, this, like, bright shimmering energy appears, like, right inside him, and then just supernovas, just... and like explodes, and that's how it's this bright light just kind of blinds him a little bit and hurts terribly.
And the Shadow Fae are not used to that, so they do not like it. None of them like it. In fact, Some other guards that were about to swarm you from one side, they stumble back and run into each other. You get that empty lane in front of you. You run up with Phöebe towards the boys. You did really well that round. We have 2 successes, 1 eh. What are you doing? Where are you going next? This is not over yet. You can talk amongst each other as well if you want to know what the fuck Lorenzo's doing.
Well, they all ran up to me at this point, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did we say we're still fucking like bickering with each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. No,
So the thing is, he's really injured. Well, he was injured and he's angry, so he's trying to cover his eyes from you. And he's muffling his voice, but he's saying essentially, nothing can happen to all of you. I am expendable. Just fucking go, Bastien.
This whole, like, I'm going to run away and save yourself and I'm the big fucking hero thing, it's getting really fucking old right now, Lorenzo, so if you just drop the whole knight in shining armor fucking act you're trying to do and just stick together like the whole...
You passed. He starts running and he goes, you passed the test. Pickle passed the test. You could be in Midgard by now.
And yet we're not because I'm chasing after you, goddammit!
Stop making bad decisions! He's going to use his full movement and action to run.
Good.
Well,
Phöebe, you were wanting to say something?
Phöebe, for the first time in the history of all of you knowing her, raises her voice
oh shit.
and says over all of you, stop fighting. We're going together. Now.
I mean, you didn't have to yell. Okay.
Phöebe, roll me an intelligence check. Gonna give you a chance with that really, really good call out.
An intelligence check?
Yep. You can use your crit if you want to.
I would love to use my crit, actually. This seems like best use of crit. Because
It seems like a good one, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that
In
stat
fact,
is not great.
You remember something from that tour you took few days before. You remember what was it called? Turnbull, the tumbles. When the dragon mentioned portals. Portals that take people away into special shadow roads or something. You didn't pay attention, you wanted to know more about the fountain. But portals that take people out. Through the square, past the market, and then somewhere on the left in what used to be an old area of the city and is now more or less derelict because of those bloody portals.
Oh man. I think Phoebe's face lights up a little bit. The tumbles. Follow me.
But Mishka.
Now.
Fuck! Okay, he just follows.
Pickle follows, yeah.
You do run past Mareshka's shop. If you want to try and fight Phöebe on this, you can.
Phöebe, we're right here. We are right here. The key to Midgard is right inside.
Sorry. Did I stutter?
And he just follows.
Yeah, I would too. And you run, and the light, the moonbeam that you keep dragging with you, the various spells you throw out behind you, realizing now that light is the thing, keeps the guards at bay until you reach an area that seems so wrong for this beautiful, well-kept city. An area that is half torn down. Old houses, once beautiful, yes, but it almost looks like things have taken a bite out of these houses every now and then. There are no people, nobody at all that you can see. And you run and run and run. You have no idea how this works. Where are portals? You look out for signs. And then you're gone. You see nothing. For a split second, there is absolutely nothing. Not even darkness. Just nothing. You feel that sense of vertigo that you felt before when you were thrown out of Midgard and into the deep roads, the low roads. And then you land. And you look around, all four of you. You're standing on a plain, orange and red and yellow, deeply saturated. Sand underneath your feet. You look up. There's no sun in the sky. It's not even overcast, it's just that orange sky. You look down again, that's not sand. Within the sand, little bits and pieces, bones. A skull. Shards, some bigger, some smaller. The sand now. You realize it's just bones. Centuries old, millennia old, perhaps. And as you look around, that plain, that wasteland, goes on seemingly forever. Except for one thing in the distance. A snake of red. What looks like a river. Cutting through that wasteland.
Lorenzo's gonna stand up, just kind of look around. What did you say the river was looking like again?
Red.
He's going to dip a finger in it and just...
It's a little bit away. But, funnily enough, there is a metallic smell to it. You can even smell it several miles off. Your nose being so attuned, your taste buds being so very used to that scent and taste lately.
He is going to take out the axes and start to head towards that smell, and it's not even, it doesn't even look like a active decision. It's almost like the cartoons where somebody smells some pie and it's like lifting them. It's just going for it. He would be conscious enough to just say, I think there's something this way. I'm going to check it out. You should all stick together.
We are all gonna stick together.
It's blood. That's what I'm smelling. Right, bastard. Just kidding. But I'm smelling blood. Whatever's ahead may be unpleasant. If you want to stay a distance, I would understand.
I don't think Phoebe says anything. I think she just looks at him.
He keeps walking. Not even looking back, he just says, Pickle Fish, are you alright?
Yes, I think so.
And you see her kind of stand up and like stretch her leg a little bit, and she's kind of rubbing it. And as she walks, you'll notice that she's limping pretty hard on the side where her leg is wrapped. But she is following you, and is just kind of very timidly touching her feet to the ground because she does not like walking on bones. This is.
Would you say you're feeling a little bit stressed?
I'd say so.
How stressed?
She would try. It's at that point where she outwardly would be pretending like, no, this is great, this is fine. But if you're watching her mannerisms, and Lorenzo, if you can hear her heartbeat, her heart's going a little bit faster, and she's just kind of retreating inward a little bit, and she's just kind of very delicately walking and kind of hobbling a little bit on that foot. But inwardly, she is, like, not feeling good. This is really creepy. She doesn't like this.
Roll me the first of 3 con saves throughout the walk towards the river.
That all of us, or
No, just
Pickle?
Just Gretel. Just Pickle.
13.
Noted. Lorenzo marches with a dedicated walk and a crunch as he steps on shards of bones. Against a wind that is warm and humid and uncomfortable, that carries that smell of blood towards him, towards you. Are you two all following him?
Yeah.
The closer you get, the more you can smell it too. It's overwhelming. There's no doubt as to what it is. It is blood. And you're feeling your mouth watering, Lorenzo. You're feeling hungry. You just had some, but this... There's so much of it. You could feed for hours on end, days on end, and it still wouldn't be enough, and you could literally bathe in it.
I think Phöebe and Pickled would just hear him say out loud, and I wouldn't even hurt anyone. And he just keeps heading towards it.
Lorenzo?
Yes. 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 Phöebe.
We can hear you. Do you want to, or is it telling you you want to?
I want to. And it's It's just here. No one has to be harmed for this. So, and I'm still a little wounded. So,
Come here.
just, no, really, I'll be fine. I just need a quick drink is all.
Come here.
He's being very cautious because he's like sensitive right now. Just the smell of it all. Yes, Phöebe.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him. For 11 healing. I think we should walk a little further away.
The quickest route out of any unknown location is to follow the water source. It's basic survival. If we stick
And
close
this
to the
one's
river.
And this river is crimson red. And we can see it from far away.
I could scout ahead. See if there's anything waiting for us.
Or you can stay with us. And we can go together.
He looks over at Pickle. Are you injured?
No, I'm good. It just kind of acts up every now and then. But you're doing a lot of running. I'm great. Yes. Please don't go anywhere. We need to maybe stick together.
Pickle? You notice that as Lorenzo's caring, looking at you, looking up and down to check for injuries, his gaze just lingers a little bit too long on a cut you have sustained. Just near your hand, near your paw, blood still fresh. You just notice that little bit of hesitation. Roll me another Constitution save, please.
That is a dirty 20.
That's good. Lorenzo, you're trying your best. You really are. It's so sweet. You're telling yourself over and over and over again that Phoebe's right. But there's a different voice that you hear that you haven't heard in so long. The voice of your mother. Echoing. Sweet but stern. Flesh is weak, but your will is strong. Show your strength. Hunt and kill what you eat when you can. But my sweet, scavenging is not dishonorable. Thus teaches us Bardasine. Fast when you must find focus and purity. For your hunger will give you strength to see the way, to devour the hearts of your enemies. Now say it with me, my son. It's a prayer you've learned. very early on, that you've recited hundreds and hundreds of times, with her, to her, for her. To Vardasine. And you remember when she told you about Vardasine and the hunger. One of the praised gods, your family in particular, was worshipping. And you remember where he resides. In Evermore, the plane of undeath.
I am, I think his stare lingers on Phöebe, and it doesn't leave for a while. We shall follow the river. And where his eyes darted away before, just as a show of respect, when listening to Phöebe before, there is almost just a hint of disgust. Like the fact that he's even saying something to these people is embarrassing almost. It's just, we'll follow the river. And if you wish to follow, you may. And he keeps walking towards the river.
Come on, Pickle. We'll walk together.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out and take Pickle's hand.
She'll take it.
You okay?
And she's kind of quiet as you ask that, and you notice that she's gripping your hand very tightly.
Yes, I think so. As long as we stay together, I think it'll be okay.
We'll be home soon.
You turn around. Just try and smile at Bastien, who surely must be there with you. After all, Lorenzo was there. Pickled Fish is there. But your shadow elf is not. Not a sign. Not his dulcimer. No footprint, nothing.
Lorenzo hasn't noticed. He's just walking, following the scent.
I'm sure he's just a little slow coming through. He's probably holding up the guards for the rest of us.
Hearing that, I think Lorenzo would stop. He complained as I was offering to do the same. His combat prowess is nowhere near that of my own. Surely, if that were the case, he would be dead by now. So let's hope that whatever it is, that it's not that. Do you know where we are?
No. You should stop saying things like that. As if somebody like Bastien would die in an alleyway with no one watching.
Because he fended so well in a simple bardic competition.
He's too good for that. We should keep going.
Eventually, we will need to find and or save Bastien. First, we will need to understand where we are. He just kind of... Is there any way I could try and make an Arcana check to see if I recognize this place or see if I know this place?
Yes. I will give you some information anyway, because you would have learned about it. But let's see if you maybe hit some of those good
I got it.
listeners and tricks.
I got an 18, so with my Arcana, that means I rolled a 17. Because I'm the dumb.
You're not the dumb.
Not well, you're not the only
Yeah.
dumb.
Sure. Yes. Now. This is a different plane of existence, just like the Shadow Realm. But this is not exactly one many regular people travel to on a regular basis. It is considered the afterlife for undead. It is a place of residence for some of the dark gods that are worshipped in the Blood Kingdom. Notably, Bardasine, who your family has some connections with. It is an area that, as a child, frightened and excited you when you heard stories about it, how only the mightiest of vampires, ghouls, liches would be welcome there. Everyone else hunted, collected for trophies, or just eaten on the spot. You know of some places that... what's it? Some necropolis. Was it Silver Necropolis or Crystal Necropolis? Something like that. You remember forests of splintered obsidian-like trunks and dark leaves that seem to reach out for travelers. That's obviously not here. This is the Drylands, Some call the whole plain the drylands, to be fair, because this bone desert and the bone deserts are the most common terrain. In fact, you can consider yourself lucky that you landed near the Mother. The Mother River. That always fascinated you, that thought. Full river of blood.
Lorenzo is going to stomp one of the skulls and take a bit of the bone dust, taste it, think on it for a minute, and then I know where we are. And he's going to look at both Phöebe and Pickled. And this is about as soft as his face has been since they got here. We need to leave here as quickly as possible. This is the drylands. This is what comes after undeath. And in this entire plain, you are food. You are a target. You are something to hunt. And I didn't realize it until this moment, but I felt the influence as soon as we entered. I feel it now, still.
Well, if you know where we are, do you know how to get out?
I never learned how to leave. I only ever wanted to find out how to get here, to prove myself, to feast, to be honored.
We should keep moving. Pickle and I will follow you.
There may come a time when the influence of this place is heavy.
It's not already.
Well, I haven't started gnawing at you yet, so no. Not yet.
Pickle, all this talk of undeath and being food. I think it's time for your last con save as you are walking. As you don't realize it at first, Phöebe. You were following the river, but every now, Lorenzo, just a little bit further, a little bit more towards the river, you are slowly coming closer. What's that con save, Pickle?
That is a 4.
So we have 1 success and 2 fails. And you see something in the distance. Far above, near the river, which you're not that far away from anymore. You see something open up in the sky that is no sky. And you see someone drop flash of blue. 2 horns drop into the river of blood. Looked familiar to you. Oh, Bastien, you just fell into a river of blood.
Oh, is that all that's happening?
No, it's not actually. You also take 2d6 necrotic damage as you do. 6 necrotic damage.
You're sweet.
As you splutter and try and catch your breath.
6, you said?
6. I rolled shit. Bastien, all you know is you literally ran down the alley, Phöebe leading the way. A portal opening up, a sensation of nothingness, of emptiness. And then you fell out of the sky and dropped into a red liquid, metallic, rotten smell, filling your nostrils, filling your mouth, filling your ears, filling everything. It's not great.
Bastien struggles to get to the surface as quickly as possible, just thrashing. Breaking the surface and just trying to blow it out of his nose and his mouth and
Pickle,
spitting.
what are you doing?
So as she kind of notices this, Phöebe, you would have felt her grip like go super tight, and she just
I saw something. It might have been Bastien. I'm not sure. It fell in the river over there, and it's that.
and she like points kind of off in the distance and just like kind of tugging on Phoebe's hand, like she really wants to run and go that direction, but she's also horrified of where she is, so she's just like antsily like kind of moving around. Just
I think that was Bastien. We should go help him.
We'll go together.
I don't recommend you swimming in a river of blood, but...
Alright, you run up towards Bastien. Bastien, roll me a constitution save to see if you can get up to the surface in time before you
Okay.
take more damage.
Natural fucking 1.
It's another 2d6. 12.
I roll like shit.
Sorry.
Ooh, that's bad. Yo, like, that's really, Bastien's in bad shape, y'all. Like, that's... Back in 4E days, we would say he's bloody, but that's a little redundant right now.
Yes, he is bloodied. Lorenzo, Phöebe, Pickle, running.
Is this a,
Was
by the
it
way, is this
80?
a damage... Is this a drowning thing? Like, is he not making
No,
it?
this is just the river of blood and the place you're in that you don't really know.
Okay. Well, he's still trying to swim
he's-
best he can and thrash, like, doggy paddle toward the shore.
Yeah. You keep running. Any spells you can use to be faster, any spells you can use to get to him.
I will send a bless his way to help him with these rolls.
How far is the distance for that? You're still...
Ooh, let's find out. Bless is... Can't find the range. Oh, no, I can't do it. It's 30 feet.
Yeah, you're not that close. In fact, he's about 30 feet in. Alright. Just running. Make me another con save, Bastien. Trying to get back up to the surface. Good.
What could go wrong?
Jesus Christ. That's not so bad. That's 6 damage.
It's not good. It's not good.
No, it's not. It's really not.
How are they at the shoreline? Like, can they see me thrashing
They're
and struggling?
coming to the shoreline now. Yes. So they spent
If
2
we have-
rounds running.
If we're almost to the shoreline, I have no spells for this, but Phöebe has taken the rope out of her bag, just cinched it around her waist, and just thrown the other end to Pickle. Then jumps in.
I mean, Pickle
You
will grab
jump
it.
in.
She's gonna do her
You
best.
gave it to Pickle?
She gave it to
Pickle was the closest to me.
My strength is so
And
bad.
as
Yeah, that's
Lorenzo's
what's
looking
your
at this.
strength, Pickle?
She was right
Lorenzo's
there.
looking at
You do
this
know-
like, are you fucking kidding me?
There's
you do take
plenty of
9
rope.
9 necrotic damage as you enter the river for the first time, Phöebe. You're trying to wade towards Bastien. You see his hand just breaking the surface, then sort of sinking down again. Start swimming. Roll me in athletics.
Okay. That's a 19.
Nice.
That's fine. You manage to get through. You manage to focus and keep air in your lungs, not breathing in the blood, not swallowing the blood either. You, Bastien, make me another con save.
Well, the good news is that it's better. The bad news is that it is also a 4.
God damn it. 8 necrotic damage. Phöebe, more athletics.
Bastion's down.
One more
Bastion
time.
is at 0.
Okay, you're starting to go under.
Yeah,
I rolled
you
a
see the
23.
thing just sinking.
You take a deep breath and start diving down towards him. Grab Bastien and start pulling him up and towards the surface. He's not seemingly reacting. He's limp in your arms. Roll me a death save, Bastien.
9.
That's a fail. Athletics again to get back to the shore. Is there anything you guys can do? Pickle, Lorenzo, what are you doing?
Lorenzo would have walked over to Pickle and just, do you mind if I grab the rope?
Please. And she like, tosses it up to him.
He's just gonna take it and fucking yank.
You get advantage on that athletics, Phöebe.
Okay. That's a natural 20, so 24. She's strong.
And with Lorenzo's pull and your very strong backstroke, thanks chat, with a natural 20, you do come back to the shore. You still have an unconscious Bastien. Pickle is running towards Lorenzo. Are you running as well, or are you a little bit less invested right now?
Well, if I could say so, I'm gonna run full speed over to Bastien and hit him with a Cure Light. Or just Cure Wounds. Unless Phöebe was gonna do that first.
I was, but I don't know if I'm spellcasting
You'll probably need a
capable right
moment.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably need a moment. You're doing all you can to keep his head above the waves that
Okay.
are slowly and viscously lapping at the shore. Lorenzo drags him up a little bit further. You see the healing magic work, and Bastien is opening his eyes.
That was fucking disgusting.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. And he, like, looks down at himself covered in blood. Ugh. What happened?
You fell.
I seem to recall that. But I was running and then I was running and then I fell. And then it was all
We went through a
red.
portal. We went through a portal and you fell in there.
In the Mother River.
Would someone help me take
So-
this off, please? It's saturated.
I got it.
Will tries to help as best she can, but
Lorenzo doesn't even try to help.
Can you breathe?
La, 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 la. Yeah, I'm alright. Thank you. That was a bit touch and go. Huh? Oh my god. And he sees, like, Phöebe covered in blood and the rope tied around her waist. Oh. You jumped in the... You went... you swam in the... You went in the... Blood? You went in the... Thanks. I guess I'm just saying thank you, Phöebe.
I'm a pretty good swimmer.
Seems so. Where are we?
The dry lands.
Where the undead go when they die.
Who's holding my jacket?
Pickle.
Pickle, can I see that?
And she hands it.
Bastien frantically digs through his pockets, looking for the bracelet he has in there.
You tell me. Is it there or is it gone?
I think it's gone, man.
And you find only squelching blood.
And he opens up his dulcimer case that was slung on his back to check for damage.
A little bit has seeped in. It's not waterproof, it's not watertight. Splashes of blood, little rivulets all over. It's starting to stain the wood.
There was already blood on it. A little more won't hurt.
Everything okay?
Yeah, just lost something in the river. It's not important.
Well, not as important as you.
When you put it that way. I'm disgusted, but also a bit fascinated. I've never seen anywhere like this before. It's beautiful in a terrifying sort of way. So now what?
Lorenzo's gonna finally make his way over to the lake in just a handful.
The river is heavenly. You've never tasted anything like that, even on your name days when your parents were getting you extra treats. This is something you have never tasted in purity. An utter delight. It's sweet. It's warm. It's perfect. And you want more.
We'll need time to heal and rest. And he walks a little bit further away from the group, and then he takes off the cloak and then the shirt and the pants, and he's gonna live out one of his dreams as a young man. He's just going to swim in this river.
You take to it like a fish to the sea. You swim, you dive, you drink. And it's never enough. You watch him a little bit concerned at first, but then when he doesn't resurface, you get very worried. There's no bubbles or anything either. It's because you don't need to breathe in your element. Pure bliss, pure happiness is starting to overtake you. You want to dive deeper and deeper. You breathe in the blood, and it's fine. You're not hurting. You're not drowning in it. Deeper still, where it gets darker and darker, you can still see through it shades, haze. And then you feel something brush past you. You turn around and you see a shape moving away from you, gliding. You look around and there's another shape moving towards you, stopping in front of you. A beautiful face. Male. Young, strong. Smiling. You see his long, sharp canines. He nods to you and then keeps swimming and keeps drinking, diving deeper. And so do you. Deeper and deeper, more. You see more people. People like yourself. And people unlike yourself as well, all swimming in the Mother River, enjoying undeath. And deeper you go, where the shades grow a little bit darker and a little bit less saturated, and the shapes of those swimming grow a little bit more bloated, withered in face and gaze, skin hanging from their bloated bodies. They are still drinking, but their empty gaze does not suggest that happiness you're feeling right now. Another wisdom save, please.
I like it here.
You do. You're not sure what they did wrong. They're not you. They were probably too weak.
Lesser bloodline, most likely.
Lorenzo can quit whenever he wants.
You haven't seen him in quite some time, Bastien, Pickled Fish, and Phöebe.
Bastien is, because of the recent extremely traumatic experience he just had of nearly drowning in that thing, he is pretty terrified of that river. But with, I imagine, I mean, Savvy's not here, but I imagine with, like, Phoebe's help, he kind of, like, rises to his feet. Well, you are back. Okay, so Bastien kind of, like, holds a hand out, like, for asking for kind of help to stand.
Yeah.
And he's a little bit unsteady, so he'd probably kind of lean on Phöebe a bit. And he wants to walk, kind of indicates, like, let's walk over to the shoreline. I haven't seen Enzo in a while. We should go get a closer look. If you don't mind helping a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll help him. And is kind of on the way there. He's not himself here.
Pickle stays where they were, and she's just wringing her hands and, like, pacing because she wants to go closer, but she's also terrified and does not want to go closer. So just, please be careful. Don't get too close.
You don't have to tell me twice, Pickle. And as on the way there, as Phöebe says he's not himself, he hasn't been himself for some time, has he?
No, not since the night that we were separated.
He was terrified that you would tell me what happened.
I didn't feel like it was my place to say.
I respect that. I would normally agree with you, but could you please tell me what happened? I'm worried about him, and it's for his sake.
We went out doing a favor for his friend, or whatever she is, Mariska. She sent us after a mirror. We broke into some guy's house. He wasn't home. He was on vacation. And guards showed up. We tried to get away. One of them stabbed me very badly. And Lorenzo killed him to protect me. And
how did he do it?
He totally drained him. And I didn't stop him. Couldn't stop him. It's fuzzy.
So certainly don't blame yourself for it. That's not right. I was always afraid that this day would come with Enzo. And I was never sure how I would react when it did. He likes to talk so much about what an awful being he is, but that's obviously not true. He's lovely. He's thoughtful and he's kind and he's sweet and he's a good man who tries to protect his friends. He's even funny in fits and starts. But I always knew he was capable. And he always told me he was.
Can I ask you something?
Anything.
When it happened, we were running and fighting, and he kept saying the same thing over and over again. I don't know if he was trying to scare me, which is not easy, or
Did he use the big deep voice? He does that voice.
Yeah, but he kept saying, nothing can happen to you.
Oh.
And he said it again before, nothing can happen to you, nothing can happen to any of you. I thought at first he was just being, you know, how he does when he's trying to convince you of something.
His knight in shining armor routine, I was just yelling about him for. Yes, I know.
Does that mean something to you?
Yes. I Yes, it does. He clearly didn't want anyone to be harmed on his account. Is that all he said?
Yeah, pretty much. Do you really think that's it? Just a sort of a standing guilt?
No, I don't.
Do you not know, or do you not want to tell me?
I want to tell you very much. But you and I are both covered in blood. And our dear friend has disappeared beneath the surface of a river of blood and has not resurfaced for some time. And, I guess I was just hoping for a better moment.
That's okay. The best moments are the ones we make, so. Later.
Later, I promise. I bought you a gift.
Why?
Maybe Lorenzo's diving to find it right now. I fear it fell out of my pocket.
It seems even silly for me to say, but it's the thought that counts. I didn't come up with that one.
Bastien forgets all about the seriousness of the moment of that and just finds that so fucking funny that he's... it's... As long as it's the thought that counts, Phoebe.
Lorenzo, you still
No.
swim, you still dive. You took off your coat, you took off your shirt. Still, you're muted.
I said, yeah, all his clothes are on the shore.
I'm gonna give you a choice, if you allow me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You didn't take off your trousers. And the vial was in your
Oh, no,
pocket.
okay. I thought he was swimming bucket ass naked.
Ah. If you insist, we can do that. I'm not going to take that agency away from you if you wanted to preserve all of that, but...
Yeah, he's gonna swim butt naked. That was the wish when he was younger. He wanted to swim butt naked in the sea of blood. I'm sorry.
That's fair. No, that's fair. We'll find something else. In fact, why don't you tell me? What are you doing down there, and what are your thoughts? And is there a remnant of anything that would feel guilty? Or that would feel any sense of wrongness about what you're doing right now?
He's starting to... It's like when you fall off the wagon. He's off hard, and when he starts thinking about who were those people he came here with, when he starts to think about he came here with somebody, he feels guilty, like he should leave this place, but it's so nice here. Like, it's that kind of struggle that he's having. Like, he doesn't have to pretend here, and there are people here, but they're too busy enjoying it too. So he's not alone. He's just, I don't know. I think what might mess him up the most is he doesn't care about where the next storm is right now. He doesn't care about the lightning or the thunder or what it gave him. He just is in this moment, and it's everything. And it's hard to come back from.
And so be it.
I would like to try.
Shore.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
No, I was switching back. You were having fun down there, so you tell me what's the one thing you wanted to try.
I would like to try one thing, and that is a perception check. Because there is one thing that I think might jar him out of it. Well, no, let me ask you this. What is on the bottom of this river? It's just blood and bones, right?
There are bones. There are bodies half gone. Still moving, though. Funnily enough.
But there's no treasure here. So
what are you trying to find, Lorenzo? Just tell me and we'll see if it works.
I'm asking if he sees the bracelet. If he sees the bracelet, then maybe. But otherwise, he's probably just gonna chill down here and be a bloodfish.
Sure, why not? If you want to find the bracelet, you can find the bracelet.
He does not want to find it. Noir wants him to find it, but that 7 that I just rolled does not want him to find it. So never mind. I'm just gonna chill.
Your dice are something else today. And yes, you are staying down there. You have a couple of centuries, after all.
I mean, it's no big deal.
You do notice that some of the bones, skeletons, half the skin flayed from their bodies by who knows, are still swimming. Are still just as happy as you are. And as we move back to the shoreline, Phöebe and Bastien next to each other are still watching. Pickle, what are you doing?
She's starting to get a little desperate because, again, she really doesn't want to get close to this river, but Phöebe and Bastien just like went over and were just kind of talking with each other. And how dare they? Lorenzo's in trouble. So she's getting really agitated and very much like out of character for her. She's actually gonna start getting a little snappy and just kind of angry, and just she shouts over there at them like,
Is Lorenzo back yet? Do you see him? Do we need to like throw the rope in the water, or what do we do to go get him? Like, where is he? This isn't right. Like, he's been down there for a long time. Can Dampier breathe underwater? This isn't right. Where is he?
and she's just kind of like babbling stream of consciousness in that vein and just kind of shouting it towards Phöebe and Bastien.
I think as she says all this, Phöebe is like purposefully has her back to Pickle, like hiding her face, and just says like just to Bastien, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I picture this as Phöebe and Bastien. I can see the shot of like Pickle in the background ranting between Phöebe and Bastien as they're both trying to like, because rant as she like, there's nothing we can do right now. And I think Bastien understands that too. I don't think there's anything we can do. I can't go back in there. That thing is going to kill us if we try to go in after him. And who knows what the hell is in there.
Yeah, I'm in really bad shape.
Me too. If not for your healing, I'd certainly still be out. I don't have a move here, Phöebe. I don't know. I've never seen Lorenzo like this. I don't know what to do when he gets this way. I don't know how to even if we could find him, I don't know how to talk to him. I don't know how to break him of this compulsion. I don't know what our next move is here. And Bastien's starting to panic, kind of hyperventilate a bit. Just 'cause it's all catching up. There's just nothing to do, and he sort of unconsciously like takes Phoebe's hand.
If he starts to act like he's panicking, then I think Phöebe just locks it down. I can try to remind him we're here. I don't know what I'm going to hit, but I can try.
Okay, what's the idea?
Phöebe is going to look out into the river for a second, and then on their side, kind of in the water, just call down a moonbeam.
Oh, fuck.
And hope that he sees it.
The moonbeam cuts through the sky and the Blood River. A column of light that within this vastness reaches up high like a beacon. Two things happen. Lorenzo, you see that beam of moonlight, that familiar beam of moonlight. In the distance, but it's there. And what none of you know is that someone else sees that beam. And we'll find out next time who that is.
Probably a nice person who wants to hang out with us.
Just
Maybe
friend.
it's
Is
your
this the new
mom.
friend?
Is it your mom?
Is it your mom?
We
You have to tell us if it's your mom.
If
We
you don't
better
tell us
hope
it's your
not
mom,
my
it's
mom.
entrapment.
Check out.
Oh no.
Especially if it's my mom.
It's someone wearing the Star of Sarastra.
Oh fuck! It might be my mom.
It could also be my mom. Fuck.
Well, it's not my
I'm
mom.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't know my mom.
Oh, Lorenzo asked if you're somebody's mom, and then he's a weirdo, but I'm so sorry for Lorenzo this episode, y'all.
Can you tell we're stressed?
Are you though? Are you though?
Only a little bit. You gave me a river of blood. I had to play in it.
All right. So this went again very dark, very quickly. I cannot with you people. I cannot.
You guys ready to watch a bunch of episodes of Intervention to learn how to handle this?
Like I haven't seen every episode of that show.
I don't have a problem.
How are we feeling today, chat? Because I'm getting a little bit worried about having amassed a group of, you know, there's thrill seekers and then there's feels seekers, and I think it's the latter. Like, I know Noir wanted consequences, so I gave him some with that check, and instead he creates more things that will require consequences. And look at his face right now. He knows exactly what he's doing. We're all
I'm starting to
he's
wonder
not
if you're just,
angry,
like-
he's very disappointed.
I'm starting to wonder if, like, for science, you're testing the waters with how much we like pain, because you're like, oh, I don't know, is the bracelet in your pocket? Tell me, McNamara, how much do you want to be in pain right now? Okay, fine, yeah, that's not that. Like, are you experimenting with us a little bit?
What you've done is found 4 people who love to traumatize themselves and then said, oh yeah, you can too.
I mean, someone backstroking
how
in a
did you
river of their
find
own
out?
blood is a pretty good metaphor for how much we like to revel in our own trauma.
Eh, just a Monday for
yes.
me.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep
Fine.
And also, I think it's fair to say that I'm at full hit points.
Lucky
Yes,
you.
are. Yes. I can't with you. I can't.
Did decide to go on that adventure before looking at my current hit points.
Yeah.
It's not
I
me,
was
but
fucked up.
it kind of made everything sweet, like in the sense that you're like, I don't care how hurt I am, I'm gonna save Bastien, and then you jumped in because I was thinking like, yeah, it actually was smarter that you went, because if Lorenzo's in that basically yum soup, and he comes across a warm living dumpling.
Phoebe?
Bastien
Sterilized
became
Phoebe's
brutal.
actually. Phoebe's
I don't
actually
think he's
pretty
gonna be
strong,
like-
so
We are soup dumplings to Lorenzo. That is all we are. We are delicious soup
Oh
dumplings.
god. If you're asking how will they get out of this, well, I don't know.
In a body bag.
Nobody does.
Lorenzo kind of doesn't want to get out of it. This is fucking
No.
heaven. This is
I know,
literally
it-
damn
like-
near heaven.
We will figure that out, and there is a little bit of hope, at least, within even this plane of existence. What they're going to do when that hope is presented to them, knowing these weirdos, I'm not entirely sure anymore. But we'll find out together. Thanks, Planet Buster, for joining us and all the other new names in chat. I am normally a little bit more active in chat, but you see what I had to deal with here. You're welcome to join us again next week, and of course in our Encounter Roleplay Discord, where we hang out a lot. Plus, that's also where you can find the first 5 episodes if you want to know how they ended up in the Shadow Realm in the first place, and have some more traumatizing moments, because literally they're hunting it, they're chasing after it at this point. I'm amazed and impressed and slightly traumatized myself, but
It's gonna make
yeah.
the emotional triumphs all the sweeter. We are
Yes.
falling back for a comeback.
As
Yes,
sweet as a yellow
exactly.
starburst.
How fucking
guys-
dare you bring that up now?
Guys,
This is what's
no.
gonna end this group.
Do not make me raise my
Red
voice again.
Starburst.
Oh,
Pink.
that was terrifying as
Pink.
well.
Do we all have different? Hold on a second. Do we all have different starburst answers? Is that actually because Savvy doesn't give a shit. Savvy's of the opinion that they're all the same,
That's not
Okay.
true.
and that's a bald faced fucking lie. But because Pink are clearly
Here's
the
the
best.
thing. Starbursts aren't that great.
Shut your cameras off. We're done. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, I don't think I can be in
There
the
are
show
better
anymore.
candies.
Uh,
There are better candies.
are.
than
Why do I have
Starbursts.
to? Why do I have to
Yeah.
play with Americans?
Fangs out. We're not doing this.
Tweet me. I dare you.
All right.
Red Starbursts
Now,
are the best Starbursts.
At Savvy Seaworth happening right now.
Tweet me your Starburst opinions. I can't wait to ignore them. I can't. I'm so sorry. Even I can't hold on to it.
That's such strong Phöebe energy.
That was
Holy
prime Phöebe energy. I aspire to have that Phöebe energy level. Holy
It's a
shit.
character, I swear. I'll like all your tweets. It doesn't matter.
just tag me, please. All right. We're going to do this again with Phöebe, Pickle, Lorenzo, Bastien. Say whatever you want to say. If it's starbursts, if it's moments, if it's screaming at each other, if it's screaming at me. I'm okay with that. And let us know, please, where we can find you and what other projects you're up to.
Oh man, I have to go first, huh? Well, I mean, I'm parsing through my own feelings because I am just like half possessed by a character right now, apparently. I mean, I had a great time. Just so we're clear. I do love feeling all these feelings. I'm not sure if Phöebe does. And I don't know that she's ever been in such a desperate position. And I'm interested to see how she deals with it. Because I'm going to have to think about it for the next week. But yeah, that was wild. And
You're gonna have to what?
you don't know.
Three simple words have been so very trademarked by you. It's insane.
I know, right?
I have so much power right now.
We also have
It's
Think
incredible.
About It t-shirts available in our merch store. Right, guys?
Don't test me. But yeah, that was wonderful. I want to pick a favorite moment, but I don't know that I have one because the whole thing was my favorite. Pretty much. And Phöebe raised her voice. So we're all gonna have to think about it a little bit, but yeah, that's just oh my gosh, you guys. I'm not eloquent right now, but that's where I'm at. Me, Savvy, personally, I'm Matt Savvy Seaworth on Twitter. You can find me there. My schedule is pinned to my Twitter, and I update it regularly. When I'm not here, I am on, this Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for one more Thursday, we're having the finale of the Apocalypse World game that I run over there. It's called Diesel Punks. I run it. Lydia plays in it. I say every week, I think that it's going to be rowdy. It's just rowdy. It's just gotten completely rowdy. There's so much stuff happening over there. So if you like Apocalypse stuff, if you like the Diesel Punk genre, coming out with us. It's the finale. It's going to be fun. And then every other day, except for Monday and Wednesday, I am on twitch.tv/game nights. That's game with 2 G's and nights with a K. Playing Dungeons and Dragons at several intervals, and also the Sprawl, and also running a Monster of the Week game on Sundays. And then this week, on Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, on twitch.tv/encounter roleplay, I'm playing in a one-shot, which is going to be very exciting. A game called Parslings, and I'm really excited about it. But that's where I'm going to be this week. It's everywhere, so I'm usually online. Find me there.
Is it my turn? Okay. Hi, it's me, Draku. Oh, this was another episode. Yay. Yeah, I can't really pick a favorite part. I love how all of these episodes have been going. I always enjoy when Bastien and Lorenzo have a moment together, because it always turns to this fun little deep friendship that they have. That's fun. Deep, I said it. And then yeah, Phöebe raising her voice. I don't want to just steal exactly what you said, but honestly, yes, that's amazing and I love it. Yeah, so I'm really excited to see where we go after this. This is going to be exciting. I just said that. You can find me here on Twitch at Draku3690. I've been chatting a little bit. I'm a variety streamer, so for the rest of this week, you can catch me on my stream just playing random video games. I don't know exactly what I'm playing tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna boot up the Microsoft Flight Simulator, because why not? So that's fun. And yeah, you can catch me here on Monday nights for Lessons in Deep Magic, and it was great to see all those new faces. Hopefully we'll see you guys turning in next week as well. So there we go.
Well, that makes it me, I think. Hey, I'm Noir. I play Lorenzo the Dampier. As in terms of favorite moments, it's not just the fact that Phöebe raised her voice. Y'all don't understand. It's being on the business end of it. The glare and and the presence. Y'all need to understand that she dipped into the Phöebe force. So I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed hearing Lorenzo's mother's prayer. Gonna need to memorize that bad boy. And I got to learn some things about Lorenzo today, thanks to that little surprise. So that was cool. And I know it's only supposed to be one moment, but I don't care. I'm stealing all of them. One, the determination to steal all the pastries from Pickled Fish was real. I was gonna steal that fucking table. And of course, the broship that is Lorenzo and Bastien is always dope. I had been fretting for weeks about whether Lorenzo was gonna give him that memory back. I like how it played out. Anyway, you can find me on Mondays over on Encounter Roleplay as Dr. RPG, where we take your characters' questions and we give them the best adventuring advice that we can. Then on Wednesdays, you can find me on Last HP Hero for a Curse of Strahd game. On Friday at Chromatic Chimera, where we're starting a Zyhander game, Bloody Portrait. On Saturday mornings, I'll be over at Critical Misses for our morning ritual. And debuting this Sunday is my first show on my channel, which is Dungeons and Deep Dish, which is a one-on-one interview show that wraps with a one-on-one one-shot. So very excited
what kind of dish?
Get that started.
What kind of dish is that, Nora?
Dungeons and Deep Dish, the best pizza.
Oh fuck.
Dungeons and Deep Dish. Come check it out on my channel. And finally, overall critical misses. I'll be. Don't worry, man. I got you. I just want to make it epic. But finally, on my channel, you can find not my channel on Critical Misses. I'll be running a mask game called Second City Saviors, and I'm very excited about that. And I think that the lore for that is going to be. See what I did that for you?
It's looking out for me. I appreciate that.
That's me.
Extra deep. Okay, hi. I'm Colin at Colonomicon. I sometimes play Bastien, and sometimes Comcast says I'm not allowed to play Bastien anymore. And I have to take a half-hour break from playing Bastien, so I think I'm allowed to say this. Fuck you, Comcast. Did not appreciate that. Fucking sue me. So, yeah, feels as ever. Favorite moments? Okay, I love that, of course, this is why I'm saying fuck you, Comcast especially. I love that, like, everyone's favorite moment about Phöebe raising her voice happened while I was in Comcast jail, so I actually have no idea what anyone's talking about, so that's cool. I loved the opening scene with Bastien and Lorenzo. I love their bro moments, but also just that I don't know. I feel like I've played this kind of thing before, and I feel like the bromance thing is that phrase is almost kind of hackneyed and doesn't really fully capture it. It's kind of a meme, you know. And what it is they fucking love each other. I mean, like, let's call a spade. They absolutely love each other. And those moments when they can just, I don't know, just kind of spend those quiet moments together and laugh about random bullshit that's happened and laugh about even the difficult things that have happened and get giggles out of Lorenzo, you know, mentioning that Bastien's sister's cute repeatedly. Like, that's just, it's so precious and it's so real, you know. It's just the way you talk with your friends, you know. And it's I love being in those moments because they feel so, they happen completely organically. Me and Noir had no idea what the hell we were going to talk about in that scene. It just comes out and it arises, it comes so naturally and so organically that it feels like a real friendship to me. It really does feel like we've created in those characters a real genuine friendship, which I love. Beside that moment, which was delightful, my favorite moment, one of my other favorite moments, is one that I thought was going to happen but didn't. But we got. I thought that the second appearance, the second coming of Pickle Karen was going to happen at the end when you said that Pickle was getting animated.
So
I was like, fuck. I was like, we're about to summon Pickle Karen. No. And I loved being able to have that opening banter with Lorenzo, and then have this. Also have the other way you talk to your friends, the way that you're allowed to talk to your friends, you have permission to, is the "you're a fucking idiot" conversation I got to have with us during that chase scene. That also felt, that's exactly how I would talk. You know, you have your friends are the few people that allow you to talk to them in that tone of voice, and I thought that was delightful. And then of course, having a Phöebe moment with one saving my ass. Thank you. Oh my god. It's so delightful. But then probably the closest Bastien has come to growing a spine and actually saying something tonight, so that felt nice. Close-ish. He likes to make a moment, you know. This sure as hell ain't it. Now does not feel like the time. And yeah, I mean, I'm just glad to see that the slow burn continue to burn. So, hi, Colin at Colonomicon on socials, Twitch, Twitter, etc., Discord. I'm on Encounter Roleplay all the time doing Encounter Roleplay stuff because I live there. And come... Oh, what? What?
Stealing my lines now?
Okay, no, your line is Charlie owns your soul, which is more accurate.
No, I've swapped to I live here now. but it's okay.
Okay,
We
sure.
both live
All right,
there
I
now.
rent here. I lease a place at Encounter Roleplay. And yeah, Wednesday night, Colts, 6 to 9. Where, oh, I think Colt. This is going to be. We have a very special Colt coming up that's going to have a million guest appearances. We're going to have a very expanded cast coming up for the penultimate episode, so totally worth your time. Some new faces will be appearing, some new old faces appearing, and then Friday, Wild and Chaotic, that I will actually not be on this week because I will be moving. But you should still watch it anyway because it's a great show. We said our penultimate episode. We're coming up on our big finale the week afterward. And in both of those shows, I'm currently dead, but will be appearing either in person or in spirit. So you should definitely check it out. And tonight I was nearly dead, so I was going for that perfect trifecta, but Phöebe went and messed it up. Well done. Happy for you. Happy about you. And that is me. Lydia, take us home?
I am genuinely amazed with just how far all of you guys are not just willing to go, but literally wanting to go, like a dog pulling against the leash to, I don't know, eat something horrible off the street. Because you're hurting everyone, including yourselves. I'm just saying. There are other options. But at the same time, that is very precious, and that is very valuable and valued, because you can't do that with every group. So I'm quite happy about it. But I also need to probably add some more nice things and kind of push them towards it, because they're not going for it at all, just out of their own volition. So yeah, we'll see about that. I did enjoy Phoebe's voice. I did enjoy Lorenzo just staying so true to his character, and I can't wait to find out how we can also make Pickle really, really sad and break her, because so far that wasn't really the case yet. So I feel like I need to not neglect Pickle in that department. But hey, there is plenty of time, and you can find me as Half-Arsed Hermit on Twitter, on Discord, and pretty much almost everywhere else. I'm mostly on Encounter Roleplay as well, like most of these lovely folks where we all knit. Next week in particular, I'm everywhere. There's the Tuesday one-shot, Good Strong Hands, that I'm in. I'm going to play a fawn and recycle the Titania horns. And of course, I'll be on tech for the Wednesday one-shot. I'm back on the one-shot on Thursday with Savvy, yay, with Parslings. And then Friday, Diesel Punks, also with Savvy. And this is, finale week for Encounter Roleplay, but I'm sure I'll somehow pop up next season as well. And you should definitely join the server if our chatting hasn't put you off already. But it's good people, and you should come. And I'm going to put that here. No, wrong link. I'm going to put that in chat. And then we're going to say goodbye. And probably scream at each other a little bit. And then sleep and cry and sleep some more. And then be back next week, Monday, 8 PM, right here on Kobold Press. Goodbye, everyone.